And I guess the real question is, with numbers like this, I don't think that there's any justification for it to stay around. So I have to just ask you all, how many seasons do you think they go before they cancel it? So the Rings of Power, honestly, I feel like needs to consider canceling the show. Even only 4 episodes deep of season 2, with 5 seasons originally being pitched for the show, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. So, the Rings of Power viewership indicates perhaps Amazon shouldn't commit to 5 seasons. All right. So this whole article kind of breaks down the Rings of Power show and all of that. However, when we look at the opener for season 1 compared to the opener for season 2, we are seeing third-party breakdowns of numbers, and they look rough. So the Rings of Power season 1's Labor Day premiere of 132 minutes of 2 episodes brought in 1.2 billion minutes of watch time in 4 days. All right. So Rings of Power Season 2's premiere of 3 episodes totaling 204 minutes brought in 553.5 million minutes watched time in the first 4 days. So 1.2 billion with 2 episodes compared to 553 million minutes between 3 episodes. So right away, they're not even bringing back half. They have not even brought back half of the viewers who watched the first 2 episodes of season 1. They are less than half of people coming back for the first 3 episodes of season 3 or season 2. And they're still supposed to have 3 more seasons after season 2. It's supposed to be a 5-season show. So the fact that this is doing so poorly, it is not resonating with viewers at all. At all. All right. So it also talks about that's less than half, even with an entire extra episode to watch, right? It's not, first season came out with 2 episodes. This season came out with 3. And reports from other firms like Samba indicate similar figures. 1.8 million households for season 1 down to 900,000 for season 2. That means in the first 4 days, right? In the first 4 days, so this is essentially like when you see a YouTube video that gets 900,000 views compared to 1.8. So the first season got 1.8 million views, right? Think of it that way. But this is households. So households played like Wi-Fi. Households Wi-Fi accessed Amazon Prime and played the first 2 episodes of the show. For season 1, 1.8 million views in the first 4 days. For season 2, 900,000. Didn't even crack a million. So less than half of the viewers are watching and showing up for season 2. The start, not even like a middle episode, like the very beginning, the premiere of season 2 of Rings of Power. So the question is, should Amazon Prime burn the ships and abandon the boats? Should they just say, hey, this is an expensive show and we're going to keep spending a lot of money on this show unless we bounce now? And I guess the real question is, with numbers like this, I don't think that there's any justification for it to stay around. So I have to just ask you all, with numbers like this, how many seasons do you think they go before they cancel it? Are they going to make it to 5 seasons? Are they going to finish the show and then say we're done? And just call it like, oh, it was a 5-season failure? Or are they going to say, hey, maybe season 2 is not doing so hot. Maybe we just need to not like halt production on season 3 and see what happens in season 2 over the next 6 months. I think that would be wise. If there's nobody but upset fans that are watching the show, because I bet you any amount. Well, that's a little extravagant. I'm not going to bet my money on this. But figuratively, I'd be willing to bet money that 900,000 households that watched the first couple episodes of season 2, bet you a lot of those are people that are hate watching. People like me that are big fans of Tolkien's Middle-earth and that hate the show because it's a complete abomination to it. The fans are not happy with the show. The shills and the people that aren't true Tolkien fans are the ones that are trying to go to bat for this show. And it's all for naught, because the true fans of Middle-earth are the ones who stay on topic, are the ones who stick with the IP, even when there's not a show coming out. So if the ones who float this IP financially and interest, if they're not happy with the show, and you're also not getting even people to return to watch the show from season 1, less than half. Yeah, I'm curious. I have no idea when they would cancel the show. I personally think they're going to cancel before 5 seasons. I just don't see how you make it. There's no justification for this. I feel like you definitely have to cancel this show before you reach 5 seasons. It is too big of a waste of money, and it's upsetting the fans too much. It absolutely is upsetting the fans way too much. And no, you should not go all the way to 5 seasons with this. And I don't think they're that stupid to do that, because Amazon Prime has shows like Reacher that do well. So they know what a good performing show looks like, and they kind of want to have their shows perform well. So no, I don't think we get 3 more seasons of an underperforming show where it's not even bringing back half of its viewers from the first season. Season 2, they're not even bringing back half of the viewers that watched season 1. That's pretty rough. That's extremely rough. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, how many seasons do they get before they cancel it? Are they going to put a pause on season 3, or do you think they go through season 3 before they decide to pull the plug and not finish out the last 2 seasons, season 4 and 5? Or do they just try to be like, all right, we're going to do season 3, but we're going to wrap it up. Like, we're going to try to tell, if they did that, that would be the most frustrating thing. I would rather them cancel it with an open book on the story that nobody cares about, with characters that nobody gives a crap about or are invested in. Just cancel it, let it just be a fart in the wind and move on, then try to wrap up a hunk of garbage, because you're just going to get a bigger heap of garbage to try to finish it off with. And it's never going to be looked at with pleasant memories. It's going to be looked at with disgust, with hatred, and it's going to be a big black mark on the Middle-earth IP. And the fans are going to be tearing into it. If they try to wrap this up without just flat out being like, never mind, we're canceling, and they try to wrap it up early before their 5-season plan, they try to tell the whole story in like 1 season that they have plans for the next 3. I could see them doing something that's stupid, but that would be the wrong choice. So I would say tread lightly, Amazon Prime. Make your financial choices wisely, and get this show canceled, because it's going to eat up a bunch of money unnecessarily, and nobody likes the show anyway. So let's cancel this puppy. Let's stop funding it. You want to defund something? Defund Rings of Power. Hashtag defund Rings of Power. Let's stop this nonsense, and let's see what Warner Brothers can come out with, because they got The Hunt for Gollum coming out. And I just saw today that Sir Ian McKellen is basically confirmed he's going to be playing Gandalf again. They already reached out to him. They're going to send him scripts in the new year, and he's probably going to take it. So we might be getting Sir Ian McKellen back as Gandalf for some Warner Brothers projects. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited about that. Tell me all your thoughts about Rings of Power this season. What do you think is going to happen with this show if they can't seem to get people to watch it and it's just eating up money unnecessarily?